Hello everybody, today we are looking at forward planning. Now forward planning is two things, it's seeing and reacting. What I'm looking for are my hazards and developing hazards, and how I'm going to react to them is with my driving routine, MSPSL, mirror signal, position, speed and look. And I'll go into more detail about MSPSL in another video. But for the time being, I'll just talk through it. So I'm actively searching for my hazard. So this oncoming car is a hazard. They have priority, so I'm going to plan to hold back. And check my mirrors as I move out. And I've got my next hazard here is the crossroads where someone could pull out in front of me, so I have a mirror check. I don't need a signal. My position is good. My speed is fine. And I'm looking for my next hazard, which is this now oncoming grey car, which will have priority. So I check my mirrors, I don't need a signal. My position, I'm going to stay near the centre line. My speed, I'm going to try and keep it really slow, as you might see in another video, where it's better just to go very, very slow, but make sure you don't lose your adequate clearance on other vehicles. And then look, just making sure it's safe to come back. So I look for my next hazard. I've got another parked car, and I've got pedestrians. There's quite a lot of side roads as well. So I check my mirrors before going around the parked car. I don't need a signal. My position again is going to be near the centre line. My speed is going to be a very slow approach to give priority to those who have priority. And I'm going to try and give about a door's width on these parked cars when I get an opportunity. Now in some cases I can do a half door and then half my speed, because speed and space are relative to each other. But in this instance I can't do either, so I'm just going to hold back. Okay, I'm going to then take the next road on the left. So I check my mirrors, I give a signal. My position will be meted from the curb. My speed is a slow, sort of 10 miles an hour, second gear kind of approach. Left door mirror before turning, and have a good look into my road as I come into my new road. So back to my forward planning, I'm looking for my next hazard, where it's the parked cars. I've checked my mirrors before moving out. I'm going to try and look through the parked cars, through the bend, see if I can see anything coming towards me. At the moment I can't, so I'm just keeping a good door's width on my parked cars as I look for my next hazard. Now in a way this bend is my hazard because I can't see anything around it. There's too many parked cars, it's too bendy, so I'm having a mirror check. I don't need my signal. My position is my door's width on the cars, and my speed is nice and slow until my view can open up, and then more space, more speed. So family, young family, small child in a buggy, they might drop something and I'll have to stop. No, everything's fine. And then I've got my closed junction coming up where I can't see, so I'm going to plan to stop. At the end of the road I turn right, so mirrors, signal, positions to the right, speed, I'm going to plan to stop about a car length from the end, which is about here. I use my clutch control to creep forward. Now with this bus, the bus has priority because I'd be crossing his path, so I'm going to give way to him. The other chap's turning left, so that's my opportunity. There we go. Alright. I'd really like to see some hazard for me to be able to talk through it. At the moment I've just got parked cars and oncoming cars, but I think there's a cyclist up ahead there that I might be able to deal with. This fella seems to be holding back, which is fine, so I'll just check my mirrors for him, and then I'm going to check my mirror again as I ease off the gas. I've got lots of things going on here. I've got parked cars, cyclists, bends. It's gone from nothing to lots of things. Now going around cyclists is a little bit like going around a parked car. I check my mirrors, I give them a good door's width and a half, and set no one to benefit from the signal, and I check my door mirror as I return back. Looking for my next hazard. Well, I've got a zebra crossing, so initially I'll just have a mirror check. I don't need a signal. My position is fine, and my speed I can see I've got no one to slow down for, so everything should be fine for me just to carry on. I look for my next hazard, and this is kind of what forward planning is. It's always looking for that next hazard. I've got a roundabout. I'm going to turn right, full exit, and come back on myself called a U-turn. Mirrors, signal, positions in the right, speed, a slow second, planning to stop. Looking early, I can see there's no one for me to concern myself with, so I'm going to keep going. And just having a slow approach on your roundabouts can just give you all the time you need to be able to make a good decision. It's my last exit, so I mirror signal maneuver off on my last exit. And then I go back to looking for my next hazard again. Okay. Next hazard, zebra. So I have a mirror check. Don't need the signal, position's fine, speed is good. So I've got no one to hold back for. I'll keep it going. Looking for my next hazard. Again, at the moment, not really a lot going on, but as we've seen earlier, I went from having pretty much nothing to loads of things to deal with. There is always another hazard. And when we stop looking for hazards is when we start